If you love drama but you're new to hockey and you want to understand what's going on with Jacob Trouba, let me explain it to you. Until last week, Jacob was a defenseman and the captain of the New York Rangers. He also had a 7-year, $56 million contract with the team. Now, part of that contract included what's called a partial no-trade clause, which in very simplistic terms means that the New York Rangers technically could not trade him. However, the Rangers have been struggling so far, and management has for a while wanted to make room in what's called a salary cap, which, if you're not familiar with it, a salary cap is just the amount of money that every NHL team is allowed to spend on their player salaries. Jacob's salary took a large chunk out of that, and the Rangers wanted to make room for younger defensemen to come in. But Jacob's no-trade clause meant that they really couldn't do anything about it. This is where the drama comes in. Jacob was just traded to the Anaheim Ducks. And when this was first brought up, Jacob said no, which he was well within his rights to do because of that clause. But the Rangers were also well within their rights to put him on what's called waivers, which would have made his contract available to any other NHL team to pick up. The team basically gave him an ultimatum: accept your trade to the Anaheim Ducks, or we'll put you on waivers and you'll have no idea where you may end up. Ultimately, underneath that force, Jacob decided to accept his trade to the Anaheim Ducks. And reportedly, other players throughout the NHL want there to be a rule change in response to this, because by the letter of the rulebook, the Rangers didn't do anything wrong. It also renders the concept of a no-trade clause kind of moot. With respect to what this means for the Rangers, the general manager has also said they're in no hurry to name a new captain, and that he'd like to see who steps up when it comes to leadership. So whether you're new to hockey or a long-term fan, I'm curious who you side with on this. Was what the Rangers did best for their team and totally fine? Or should we all be buying Jacob's Ducks jersey in a show of support for the way this man was wronged?